Neal, another late goal and 3 points in the bag.
Yeah, we had to try and come away with something. If you're going to win at Southend, you have to win the battle first. You have to earn the right. If I'd have come out here and tried to play, open and slow football, they press you very high. They play with incredible intensity. I mean, against Gateshead, we showed the footage to the lads. They put 10 crosses in the first 10 minutes. Big team, asked questions of you. So we had to set the lads up for that intense game. And the team I picked, people might have thought, it's a bit of a defensive lineup or whatever. It was a running team. It was a team who had the legs to run, match what they do, because in order for us to keep a clean sheet and be in the game, that's what we needed to do. And as the game wore on, we started to throw the boys on that we thought might make a difference.
Have you got the bench now that you've sort of wanted to start to develop? Because you've 3 players who ran themselves into the ground, 3 players who all came on and all really chipped in as well. Yeah, it's important. We never had that earlier in the season. We talked about that when we had about 13 injuries. We never had a forward to bring on. So to look round, you've got Billy and you've obviously got Finn. I could have thrown Finn on during that game, and I think Lenny does brilliant off the bench. He uses all his nous at a time when we needed him. And there's even people that Ducky's training exceptionally well. Kai Kennedy's training exceptionally well, and they couldn't even get in the squad because of the numbers we got. So, but I've told them all we're going to need them all. We're Saturday, Tuesday. We're going to need everybody. We can't go to the well with the same players every single time. Touching on Lenny, it really shows his professionalism and the reason he's the captain to come on, influence, not sulk because he's on the bench and get the goal. Yeah,
listen, Lenny's one of the best characters I've worked with in football. And that's a testament to him. He's club captain for a reason. Fantastic lad, trains well, gets around the boys, makes sure the standards are high, doesn't sulk, does his job. He's a pleasure to work with, and when he crops up and gets the goal, which he's chipped in with 8 or 9, I think he scored 14 last season, he shows the absolute professional he is.
Danny Amos made his debut after coming in the week. How did you find that?
Yeah, really good. I think he's obviously, his game time's been limited lately. His last games were probably over a month ago behind closed doors. He said to me, I'm a fit boy. I said, you can never replicate when the game comes and it's flat out like this. So he was tired at the end, but in them last few minutes, I put him on set pieces today, and in them last few minutes, the delivering, the timing of his ball for Callum Howe and the routine that we do has won us the game.
Bat's back in as well. Fitness looking good on him now.
Yeah, no, Bats is back training now. I looked at the game today. You look at whether you play Bats. So again, I picked a team today that I thought needed to play a certain way to give us a chance of winning the game. Dorking, I've got to go. Well, we started already, but we go away and we look at Dorking, and will it be the same game as this? No 2 games are the same. And I say to the lads in the team talk today, the team spirit's fantastic, the fitness levels are fantastic. You see that with the late goals. Now we just got to make sure whatever game plan we give them, and we'll do our homework, they try and execute it. They don't go and do what they want, they do what's right for the team. And if we can keep doing that, hopefully we'll keep chipping away at the points total we need.
Touching on the points total, 2 home games to continue to chip at it now. How vital are they going to be for us?
Well, they are, but there's no guarantee in any game. Dorking can beat anyone on the day. I know they lost today, but they're an open team, expansive team, can cause all sorts of problems. So, I'm not worried about how we have to approach the game. If we have to make sure that we deal with Dorking before we play our football, that's what we'll have to do, because at the moment my job's to get us to 52 points. I'll look at the team, I'll look at the players, I'll look at where I freshen it up, I'll look at where we can hurt them, and we'll get to work on Monday and we'll try and make sure we put that into practice.
Just straight off, as they come in, did everyone make it through all right?
Yeah, we've got tired bodies, but this is the start of 3 weeks, I think now, of Saturday, Tuesday. So, we might get through the first couple, or might get through the first couple of games, 3 games, but we are going to have to freshen it up, and that's for me and the staff to sit down and work out. And if I think the game's going to be a bit more open on Tuesday night, it may mean that it might suit other players. Today, I had to have pace, power. They're a big team. I had to have height. We had to make sure that we put the right team out there, and thankfully we did.
Finishing on 264 York City supporters in the away end on a nightmare day to get here trained, public transport wise. Yeah. Fantastic for them to go home with that. Yeah, we had a couple in our hotel last night that we spoke to, so that was obviously nice for them as well. They're unbelievable. Always the noise, and to score a goal down the end in front of them and the players celebrating in front of them was fantastic. Like I just said up there talking, it's not a game that will live in the memory long as far as the quality. It's a game that they'll enjoy the long journey home.
but we've just got to make sure that when we get to that 46th game, we forget all of the games because we're in the right place and we're starting to build for next season.
That's football though, isn't it? It can be an ugly game, but you always remember that one little moment of it and take it with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm delighted for them, and it's great to go and celebrate with them.